Okay, guys, so back to the titles. You guys remember when I said that they sucked? And that's some good titles for and in the middle of the words, in between two words. Instead of having it be fun games, point and shoot, and all that, would have been better if it were Predator and Prey, Cat and Mouse. Another good one would have been Wolves and Sheep, because that's what the whole show was. Wolves and Sheep. You had Goodman, Mike Ehrmantraut, Lalo Salamanca, Gus Fring. You had them being the wolves, and you had people who were, like really innocent and oblivious. You had them being the sheep, like Irene Landry, Howard Hamlin, and also Chuck Miguel. So let's keep on talking about the plot holes. So one that never got solved. Who the fuck was Declan? You guys remember that guy with the curly hair in the Breaking Bad episode, the Breaking Bad scene of "Say My Name"? Walter says, "Say my name," and then there's this guy Declan saying, "You're Heisenberg," and then Walter says, "You're goddamn right." Motherfucking fly. Really sorry about that. So Mike Ehrmantraut said that he was the rival of Fring. So you're just saying this now in season 5. We never got to fucking see him. We just saw Fring, having gang wars with the cartel and all that. But we never got to see a motherfucking Declan. Uh, and so, then I thought we would see him in Better Call Saul and see more of his crew and the rivalry they had. But no, no fucking mention of this guy at all. Another plot hole. What the fuck happened with Goodman's other wives? Why did they leave him? Did he do something that was, like less bad and, something unforgivable? Maybe he was crossing the line with his other two marriages, and then, with Kim Wexler, he did something, along with her this time, where, it's like the point of no return. So I know that with his second wife, I think that he he did that whole famous thing of defecating through a sunroof. So, I would like to see what happened in the previous marriage, or maybe in that same marriage with the sunroof and all that. If he actually did something way worse than the first one, that his problems elevated or something like that. Maybe to see why no woman would ever stick with Goodman or Miguel, if you want to call him that. And so another one is what the fuck happened in Chile? What the fuck happened in Chile? I'm sorry, my mouth is making me mispronounce things. So again, yeah, the plot hole. What the fuck happened in Chile? I know now because of season 5 in the episode JMM that Peter Schuler and Gus Fring met themselves in Chile. What's the story there? What happened? I know it's like, hey, yo, you remember Chile? Us with our backs against the wall. What the fuck happened there? How did they meet? Was Peter Schuler a Nazi? Was he, you know, born into a family of former Nazis? What the fuck happened there? I would have really loved to know. Did he meet him before or after Max, his lover? Also, there's a scene that's really fucking unnecessary where Gus Fring is drinking wine, then there's this douchebag that's flirting with him. What the fuck was all that about? Did we really need to see that? So I guess congratulations, Peter Gold and Vince Gilligan. You answered our fucking question if Gus is actually gay. So I guess he is, and we don't fucking care. It wasn't really important anymore. They could have, showed a flashback to what actually happened in Chile. Well, another thing that sucked was the change in the actor for Jeff the cab driver. We see him in season 5. Well, basically, since the first time he came out, but in season 5, we see him that he's older, he's menacing, he looks like someone that could have been working for the cartel or for Fring, off screen in Breaking Bad. But no, he's just a guy that, wanted to, get in on some business. That's his story now, since now they got someone who looks far younger than this other guy who was actually menacing, taunting, and all that. Someone who we believe would have been out to get Goodman in a real menacing way. And by the way, in the episode Wine and Roses, when they're clearing out Goodman's house, the bottle cap for the Zafiro Añejo falls out. You think that him and Kim Wexler would come together and do one last scheme together, working side by side? And I thought, hey, maybe she'll help him bring down Jeff. But no, it was actually just oh, you have to turn yourself in. And then them sharing a cigarette together. Yeah, I mean, with this original actor for Jeff, with the way he is, all menacing and stuff. So just imagine this in the episode Nippy. Maybe the robbery still would have happened, Armani suits and run and, all that. But with Jeff actually doing something sinister to the guards, maybe putting them to sleep, poisoning them, shooting them with a silencer on his gun, maybe doing the old thing of the hydrofluoric acid. And I thought that Goodman in these Gene episodes would end up doing something that he never did before, like getting physical with a person, fist fight and such. But no, never happened. You guys remember the episode Waterworks where he was gonna knock someone out with I don't know, like a jar or something, and at the end he couldn't because that person passed out before he could do that. I thought he would end up getting into a fist fight with Jeff, or maybe with his friend Buddy. And also, you think that something dark would have happened in these episodes? You guys remember when Marion called the police on Jean with the whole life alert thing where she pressed the button? He's a wanted man, and his name is Saul Goodman. So just imagine when he's holding the cable, where it looks like he's gonna choke her. He says, "Jeff understands me, Buddy understands me, and you too." I thought he was gonna choke her, or that something would have happened, like that Marion ends up getting a heart attack. Maybe Buddy comes in, because Jeff was in prison, in holding. He would have seen that and would be like, "Hey man, what the fuck did you do?" And then he's calling the police and whatnot. Well, in the finale with Marie Schrader coming out, well, don't have that bitch come out anymore. She's done enough. She was annoying enough in Breaking Bad that Skyler even told her to shut up. Like multiple times, shouting "shut up" right to her face. So in this final episode, it's unnecessary. She's just seen as a Karen looking for someone to take out all of her frustrations on. Which, by the way, Goodman wasn't even guilty for the deaths of Hank Schrader and Steve Gomez. Because at the time where Jack Welker and everyone was in the desert, Walter, Jesse, Jack Welker, Todd, and everyone else. At the time of that event, Goodman was escaping, to go to the vacuum cleaner guy. So he was not guilty of that. He didn't even know that they were dead. So what the fuck? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And what the fuck was up with the scene where Walter told Skyler, like, "Hey, those guys that took my money, they are the ones that killed Hank." We see Walt coming clean with Skyler, telling her that, "Hey, I did it for me because I felt alive and this, that, and the third." So what was the point of that if that bitch Marie still believes that Walter was the one responsible for Hank dying? Well, I mean, he was sort of. It was his fault that Hank was there in the first place, and that his murderer, Jack Walker, was also there. It was his fault, but he didn't kill him. In fact, he tried to save him. I don't know why Skyler didn't tell that to Marie. So yeah, what was the fucking point of that in Breaking Bad? Yeah, and Goodman was a fucking simp. Kim Wexler was just as guilty for the whole Howard Hamlin thing. In fact, she was the one who planned it and the one that persuaded that they keep going with it. And also, you're gonna tell that to someone who betrayed you with the whole Lalo thing. She didn't tell you that he was still alive. Because, yeah. I don't know why I said cuz fucking mind. Yeah, sorry about that. So anyway, if Kim Wexler would have told Jimmy that Lalo was still alive, they would have been safe. Howard still would have been alive, or maybe not. Maybe that he ends up walking in an empty house, finds Lalo, and then Lalo's like, "Hey, you're gonna be a message for them." But yeah, different story. I digress. The whole point is that someone doesn't tell you that this person who was out to get you is still alive. The person that you supposedly trusted. So, fuck that person. I'm not gonna forgive that person. So, yeah, that was very simple of Goodman to do. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of my fucking rant. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, this is a terrible ending to an amazing universe that they did with amazing characters. Both characters who were criminals and characters who were good guys were amazing. Really had amazing roles and stories. So yeah, I'm gonna miss this fucking universe. The ending sucked, but it would be worse if they rebooted it or gave it a sequel 10 years later. I hope that never happens. Anyway, see you guys later.